One of the things I did on my blog a few years ago, I took a survey of, I just asked people, let me know, email me if you want to, or write a comment, here. Give me like one or two things that make it difficult for you to stay Christian. And they said the things that I sort of expected, like the violence of God, or just the weirdness of the Bible, or the fact that science pretty much explains nature and not, there are no storehouses in the clouds that hold rain or hail or snow, like you see, like Jeremiah or something. Or the absence of God. That's a big thing that people struggle with, as they do in the Bible itself. But the thing that sort of surprised me at first was how I've been treated by other Christians, how I've been treated in Christian community. And at first I thought, well, that's really interesting. I wonder what that's doing there. But the more I thought about it, it's like, well, that's like one of the worst things that can happen to you when your community of faith sort of turns on you because you're asking questions, or you're not staying on the beach blanket. You're wandering off a little bit because you just feel you need to. You're ostracized and labeled and shamed. How the community treats you is a very powerful way of connecting or not connecting with God. And you come back to all these things in the Bible that talk about loving one another. And when you love one another, God is in the midst of that. And Jesus in the Gospel of John, the intimacy that the Father and the Son have is the same intimacy that the Father and Son want to have with you, and that you should be having with everybody else. It makes sense that when you feel emotionally abused by people in leadership or people that you trust in your community of faith, it's not a huge leap to sort of now attribute that to God, even if it's only deep down. And people leave the faith because of how they're treated. And it's not because they're weak, because because the faith is a community-oriented thing, not an individual analytical thing. Even if the analysis and reason, all that, even though it comes in for the ride, it's not the thing that holds you there. The thing that holds you there is community. And I think that's how it's set up. Old Testament's big on community. It's vital you stay inside the community and not be booted out. The church, likewise, the community is, 1 John, no one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, that's actually where you start seeing the face of God. And that's a frightening proposition, but it makes sense why people leave the faith, and understandably so, because of how I've been treated. This doesn't work. I can go to the Rotary Club and get treated better than I'm being treated over here. I can join a bowling league and it's going to be much better than this nonsense.
Beer night.
Beer night. Now some churches do beer night, I think. Not that I would know.
Right. Okay.
I've heard.